Hi YouTube, welcome back to another video. How are y'all today? I'm so excited. I'm in my bathroom. I'm so excited to share this with you all. If you haven't already, please check out my how to give yourself a silk press at home. I'm going to try to link it in the description box in this video. This video, as I promised in the other one, I'm going to show you all how to color your hair at home. And it's real simple, y'all. I'm going to try not to make this video as long as the other one. So I'm not going to take you through the process of, shampooing your hair, conditioning, flat ironing and all that. Okay. I don't want to make it take up too much of your time. Just I want to give you information so that you will be able, once you've done watching this video, you will literally be able to go get this stuff and color your own hair at home. I promise you, it's real simple. It's real easy. First of all, I want to let you all know, do not go get those box hair dyes you see like in Walmart and the Targets and the grocery store. You know, the ones that say like Clairol and I think Cream of Nature and those other brands. Y'all don't get that, okay? That stuff is trash. Seriously. It will ruin your hair, and the color that it gives your hair is like this weird, wonky. Just don't get that. Okay. What you want to do is, I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick it up. You want to go and get you some professional hair dye. Okay. And what I mean by that is like go to your Sally's or your Ulta or wherever you can go to a beauty supply store and get professional cream hair dye. I just happened, and again, this is not sponsored. I bought all this stuff. I don't know if you all can see all this stuff, but I bought all this stuff with my own money. So, and it didn't cost a lot. It didn't cost a lot, y'all. But you want to get, I happen to have gotten this one at Sally's. That's just my preference. It's not that expensive. It's like $9.99. Sometimes you can get them on sale. You know, they have 2-for-1 sales and stuff like that. It's not that expensive. And this is a cream, and I'll show y'all what it looks like. It's a cream, and it comes in a tube, y'all, just like this, right? So what you want to do is get some professional grade hair color, okay? And then read the directions on there before you start anything. Read the directions fully, because each brand has its own set of different directions. This is, I think, the Ion brand at Sally's. So I'm going to follow the directions that's written on this box, okay? But when you get your dye for wherever you get yours from, you read the directions on your box, okay? Usually they come in like 2-ounce tubes, depending on your thickness of your hair and the length. I usually can take about 3 to 4 boxes for a touch-up. Now, if it's your first time doing your hair, meaning, you're going from root to tip, you may need more boxes. You may need maybe 5 or 6, just depending on, again, the length of your hair and the thickness. I usually, again, like I said, I take usually 3 boxes for just a root touch-up, okay? Now, when you get your hair dye, you're going to need to get you some developer, okay? Now, again, depending on the dye you get, follow the instructions on the box to figure out what type of developer to get. Generally speaking, when you're just depositing color, that just means you're making your hair dark. You're going to usually, generally speaking, 20. Use the lowest developer that you can get. And usually 10, I'm sorry, not 10, 20 is for when you use permanent hair dye. Okay, a 20. Now, the higher you go up in the developer, the lighter or the more lift you're going to give your hair, and the lighter your hair is going to be. So if you want to lighten your hair, you're going to go up. Now, to lighten your hair, that's a whole different, another video. I can give you advice on that. I've done it. I've done it to my son's hair, but I haven't lightened my own hair. Because you got to know what you're doing. I will go to a professional. If you want to lighten your hair, like go blonde or put highlights in your hair, streaks, they call them, blonde highlights or something like that. I would go see a professional. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that at home unless you know what you're doing. Okay. But get you some professional grade dye, get you some developer. And then what you're going to do, depending on the instructions on the box, now, if you're covering gray, you read the instructions, it says the ratio is going to be 1-for-1. And what that means, basically, if you have 2 ounces of color, which is in one tube of this, you're going to use 2 ounces of this. Okay. So like I said, when I do my root touch up, I usually take about 3 boxes, give or so. So 3 boxes, 2 times 3 is 6. So I'm going to need 6 ounces of developer. And what I'm going to do, get you a measuring cup, y'all. You squeeze, take your tube of your hair color, and you're going to have to squeeze each tube into some kind of mixing container. Now, I'm sorry, let me backtrack. I use the measuring cup to measure my developer. When you're going to mix, when you get everything mixed together, you want to mix it in plastic, y'all. Don't use metal, and I wouldn't use glass. I would use plastic. Okay, they have these like at the beauty supply store. You can get the plastic mixer. But the reason I brought the measuring cup to show y'all is when I measure my developer, I'm going to need 6 ounces. So it's just easier for me to get a measuring cup and measure the 6 ounces that I need. I squeeze my 3 tubes of my color, and I'm going to mix it. Right? You want to mix it up. I'm not going to do it here because it's going to take too long and it can get messy. So make sure you know, if you have nice counters and stuff at home, make sure you cover your counters and make sure you wear old clothes, because you can, drip. Some of this stuff can get, and it's permanent dye. So once it stains something, you're kind of done, unless you go get some kind of dye remover at the beauty supply store. But you're going to mix that up real good, y'all. Mix it up in your little plastic container. And once you get a good mixture, what you're going to do is you're going to need one of these, some type of tint brush, some kind of brush. And it's just like when you're doing a root touch up, it's just like applying a relaxer, y'all. You're going to part your hair, and you're just going to take and dip this into your bowl, and you're just going to cover the gray. That's all you're doing. If you're just touching up your gray, you're going to cover the gray. Or if you're coloring your hair for the first time, all one color, you're going to take this and you're going to go from root all the way to the end. So you're just going to cover your whole head with this mixture. Okay. Now, again, this is just for your basic deposit color hair dye. Like if you want to go black or brown, or, just your basic hair dye is the directions I'm giving you all today. Also, y'all, make sure you get you some gloves. I just get a box. I got this from Sally's. Get you some gloves, because you're going to need to protect your hands. And again, wear old clothing, or you can buy one of those, apron covers. I think they sell at the beauty supply store to cover your clothing. But you want to protect yourself, because this dye, it will stain. Okay. And all you're going to do is just put this all over your whole head, or your root touch up. And I forgot to also add, you guys, put this on dry hair. Don't shampoo your hair before you put the dye. Make sure it's on, I don't want to say dirty hair, but yeah, basically dirty hair. You're going to put it on hair that has been previously washed and shampooed, okay? So don't wash your hair right before you put this in. Make sure your hair has been at least, I would say at least a week old. And you're going to put this color on dry hair, okay? Once your color is in, again, follow the directions on the box. And you got to let it process, okay? Now, depending on what your goals are and what you're trying to do, like for me, I'm going to do my root touch up in this gray. I want 100% gray coverage. The directions on this particular box says I need to process it. I think it's 45 minutes. But depending on the type and the brand that you get, follow the directions for the processing time for what you're trying to do. I think it's one for gray coverage. I think there's one on there for, I can't read this, y'all. The print on here is too small. But one for whatever you're trying to do, lighten, or, whatever goal you're trying to reach. But for me, if you're trying to do like me and you're trying to do your root touch up and you just want root touch up, or you're trying to do it all one length, do it for like 40 to 45 minutes. Again, follow the directions. But for me, I do it for 45 minutes. And when you let it process, what that means is you're just going to let it sit. Okay, you're just going to let it, in case you didn't know, because I didn't know when I first started doing my hair. I'm like, process, what does that mean? But you're just basically going to let the dye just sit on your hair. So set a timer and set it for 45 minutes or whatever time you need, and let your hair just sit and process. I mean, you can go do housework, or you can do other things while you're waiting. Now, you can use heat. I don't suggest it, but you can use heat. You can get under the dryer if you want. There's directions on there if you're going to use heat. I think it's a lesser processing time, but it's up to you. I don't do it. I just let mine process naturally. Okay. Once the dye has processed, then you're gonna have to shampoo it out. Okay, you're gonna have to shampoo the dye out. You can't just use conditioner. You're gonna have to use shampoo. I suggest whatever brand you go with. You don't have to. Maybe use that brand of shampoo. You don't have to, or use your favorite shampoo, because you got to shampoo that stuff out, and you got to shampoo until the water runs clear. Once the water is clear, that means all the dye is washed out of your hair. And then after that, you're going to condition. I suggest deep conditioning or using a reconstructive conditioner after you rinse the shampoo out, and let that process, for 10 minutes or however long the directions say for that. Once you've conditioned your hair, then you rinse that out, and then you style as usual. So whatever styling, whatever that means for you. I mean, for me, probably going to be blow dry and flat iron, or sometimes I wear it, curly. So style it, however you want. But y'all, basically that's it. I wanted to go ahead and be on here and walk you all through the process of what I do, but that's just going to take too long. And again, I've already got my flat iron silk press video out there. Please go and watch it if you want to know if you're interested in how to do that. I didn't want to take too much of your time. I wanted this to be quick and easy, and it is quick and easy, and it will save you a ton of money. Trust me. Because if you go to the salon and get this service done, it can be, depending on what you get done, if you get it cut and all that and silk press, it can be $200, y'all, $200 and up, depending on what you're going to get done. Sometimes if you want to get streaks or highlights, that can be even more. It can be, I've paid upwards $300 for a hair color service because I had highlights done. And again, I would go to a professional the first time you're doing highlights. I kind of know what I'm doing, so I would probably do my own if I wanted to go that route, but I don't want to go that route because I like I like how it looked on my hair, but when you lighten your hair, it can lead to breakage if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know how to take care of your hair and keep it moisturized and conditioned. Okay, but that's basically it, y'all. That's it in a nutshell. You can color your hair at home, save a whole bunch of money. I didn't spend a lot on these products. Like I said, you can get 2 for $1. I think this was like maybe $10. Get you a box of glove. I don't know how much they cost nowadays. It might be like $9.99. So you're looking at what? You're looking at maybe $30, here for stuff that you need to color your hair versus $300. I mean, you do the math. It's like a no-brainer to me. So reach out to me, drop me a comment if you have any questions. Again, try it. You will save money. You're going to like it. But if you have questions, seek a professional. I'm not a professional, I'm not a cosmetologist, but I will answer questions if you guys reach out to me. And if I don't know, I'll go find the answer for you. I have no problem with that. But that's it, y'all. I don't want to keep you too much longer. Please like and subscribe if you found value in this video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.